Yeah.
Yeah, you want to stay fit in case, you go like fight in a war or something like that,
I'm just trying to maximize my sexcations. I don't know how many we have left. I'm
Yeah.
49 years old.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. I didn't think I'd live this long, honestly. I always thought
really?
Yeah, I really didn't. I always did.
Oh, me too.
Like
I didn't even have a plan. I didn't think I had to worry about post 30. I was like, there's no fucking way that
I just drove so fast, and
me too, but on a motorcycle. I was just
that's so much worse.
I didn't think I had any concerns. I didn't think it would be an issue.
Yeah.
Did you ever hit an age where I remember thinking about this when I'd watch Seinfeld, because you remember George when he turned 30 or whatever, he's like, you just don't think about that? You're gonna die? You're just one day gonna die and there's nothing you can do? Yeah. And you're gonna go alone? And I remember thinking at the time 30, that's a million years from now. And then when I got there, I was like, oh man, I am gonna die. You're gonna die. I guess I don't really fear it. I don't think about it that much. It's pretty scary when you do think about it though, because it's
I'm not sure if I do
the finality of it, because it's I think it was Christopher Hitchens that put it pretty well, where he's death is fucking sucks, because it's you have to leave a party and everyone's still partying. The party's still going. It's not going to stop, but you have to go. And that was stuck with me, where I'm like, dude, that does fucking suck.
I completely disagree. It doesn't suck at all. Oh, yeah, it sucks for everybody but me. Listen, I get it. I've been your paycheck for the last 49 fucking years. I understand. And someday I am going to die, and I apologize, but my watch is done.
Yeah, now
my watch has ended.
Now my watch has ended. You guys are
and your insurance begins.
Yeah,
it's funny you say this as inarguably the fittest 49-year-old. If there were a top 10, you're there.
You think this guy's dying of a heart attack?
No. Woody's gonna live. Woody's gonna outlive both
this
of us.
Guy's gonna die going,
oh, just work the problem out of time. That's how it goes. It just
We'll find Woody with a big knot in his hands.
Yeah, right. And a multi-tool.
He almost made it, kind of.
He had another 1,000 feet. He'd have figured it out.
Yeah, that'll be it. No, I guess you don't want to go. One of the things that's sort of sad, I think, is not getting to see the future and the things that, because to me, I'm such a nerd about future tech and things like Star Trek, Star Wars. Man, what are we gonna do in 100 years? Are we gonna? Because we're in this brief little window where we've just exploded since the Industrial Revolution. You've talked about a lot, Woody, how we go from planes to the moon and 60 years or something.
Yeah, if that's not right, it's close. 69.
It's real close. 60 something years. We've been here for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years, and we didn't make no big leaps like that. Are we done making big leaps like that? It doesn't seem like it yet. It seems like we're still on a pretty steep trajectory. Maybe not as steep as going from planes to moon, but we're still heading up in the technological trajectory. I'd love to know what's coming, 100, 200, 300, 4. Are we here in 5? Are we here in 5 years?
What if this is the time that we get too much into AI and we're not ready for what it becomes, and then it goes rampant like a movie?
If this were Civ, I feel like we're investing in shitty stuff right now. There are exciting technologies to invent where you're like, ooh, I just got sailing. This is going to enable me to explore. Ooh, I just got, I don't know, something else. This is going to enable this cool thing, metallurgy, who knows what. And it's like, oh, I just got pottery. And at the end, I needed it for the next thing, but I'm not excited about the pots I'm making at all.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like the internet and cell phones and shit like that came in.
Satellite technology. It's like stuff
that happened before me.
The thing after this will be cool.
Where we went from flying planes on windy sand dunes to going to the moon was amazing. And it's a necessary step to improve the world's comms, but not as cool as,